Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. I started out creating this and then I created these two patterns. The only difference is this one has white lines, this one has blue lines, and we could make this black lines and just see what it looks like. Totally changes it up. And there's two ways to do it. This way I did a little differently, and it's pretty cool. So to draw this is what you need right here. And there's several ways to do it, but I found the best way to do it is take a rectangle and hold down the control button so it's perfectly square and then rotate it at 45 degrees. Now we actually need another one just inside there, really the same size. I didn't do it that way. I did it on harder way, and then I started thinking this would be the best way. Then hold down the control button and it'll move it like that. So it's even. I'm going to actually make it a little bit thicker. And then take a 2-point line, holding down the control button so it'll be perpendicular, and then just put it right, about right there. And then you're going to get, when we smart fill that, you'll get this angle. Now, I don't really care how you do it, but if you go and take a 3-point curve line and go from about right there, holding down the control button so it's perpendicular, and then let go of the control button, and just give it a little bit of roundness. I missed the mark down here. Now it doesn't have to be perfect, so I can just move it to there. It's still pretty much round. I can take away that edge. Now I want to do that same one. So I hit the plus key and I'm going to move it to like right there. And you can see there's not much of a twirl there. I'm going to use a different color this time. I'm going to use that burnt orange and I'm going to smart fill that and that. Now I'm going to go ahead and nudge these out of the way so I can delete that, but you can take a screenshot of that and see it doesn't matter if that line's hanging over. Grab this one, get your interactive fill tool, and just swipe up. And my suggestion is to put black to make it look like it's going underneath that curl. That might be too much. We could take a little bit away by moving the colors. And then I'd go ahead and, let's group it. And then Control D and make a duplicate. Holding down the control button, mirrored over. Now there's a slight line between them, and that was the thickness of the hairline. I'm going to change my nudge factor to 0.001. And I'm going to grab this side and just nudge it over 1, 2, 3, till they disappear. It's still a good shape. Control G to group it. Now in this one, let me see what I did for sure. Yeah, I just laid it down the other way. So I'm going to rotate it 45 degrees. I'm going to actually make it with my ratio locked. I'm going to make it 5 inches. And I'm going to set my nudge factor to keep, okay, let's just do 5 inches. And then we're going to get that same line again that's between the two. So why not nudge it 4.96? And then when we Control D, hit the plus key, there's no line there. And then just Control D, Control D, Control D. And you could do other things. There's one way. Let's do it this way. Control D and make a duplicate and then mirror it over. So we got that line where we're going to go ahead and just go 0.001 until that line disappears. And then now let's make it 10 inches. So my ratio is locked. I'm going to go back to that 4.93 or whatever you pick and do it twice. So I'm nudging it twice. So this way we don't have any lines. I kind of like this one. Control D to duplicate it. And really, let's see what happens when we just nudge it down. But then you could take it and mirror it the other way, depending on what you want. Control D. And I'm nudging it twice, but once you Control D, it'll stay there. Get rid of that blue. Let's select it all. You don't have to group it. Select it all. Hold down the Shift key and double click the rectangle tool. Put a rectangle around it. Let's make that rectangle black. Let's go up to Object, Order, Back of Page. And that's pretty impressive. I mean, it looks like this cross is behind the other things. And you got that, you know, you got squares, you got crosses, you got some whoop-de-doos up top. And then you could still take it, you know what, I didn't group that together, so I'm going to change my nudge factor like to 20, and I'm going to nudge this out of the way for a second. And then I'm going to group this together, Control G, and then I'm going to give it white lines. And look what it does. I mean, just changes it entirely to make it look like you did that on purpose. And, you know, the same thing, you could, now we got that selected, so let's select this. And it says several fields with white line. Make the lines black. Well, you know what, I must not have that selected. There we go. I mean, look at that. It almost looks like that cross is in a picture frame behind this, almost like a window coming at you. Pretty cool effect. Just if you want to take a screenshot of that and make it your original. There, when I did it with squares, probably the easiest way to do it. Hope that helped you a little bit someday, and thank you for watching.